Well, the Lindt Cafe siege in December of 2014 was one of the darkest events to ever rock this city. 18 people were held hostage inside the cafe for 16 and a half hours. The terrorist attack carried out by Man Monis stole the lives of Tory Johnson and Katrina Dawson, a tragedy of unimaginable proportions. Both Tory and Katrina were young, vital people with so much ahead of them, and I hate to think of what might have happened if the brave officers from the New South Wales Police, including my next guest, didn't step in on that day. For 10 years, Ben Besant was known only as Officer A, the officer who shot and killed Man Monis, but last year he was finally able to be publicly identified and write about his experience in his book called Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. The name is a reference to the code word used by officers who stormed the cafe. Ben came on the show late last year to speak to Ray about his experiences, and I thought I'd catch up with him today to see how he's going. He's on the line with me now. Ben, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Mate, how you going, first and foremost? How you going?
Yeah, mate. Not too bad, eh? I've been back working a lot, bought a place, and I'm doing that myself. Still get to see my three girls 50% of the time, so they take up a lot of my time. Also, yeah, I found love again, so that's been a positive development in my life.
Good on you, mate. That's what I wanted to hear, Ben. You're doing well, mate.
Good man, thank you, mate.
Good on you, buddy. How's it been? I mean, getting those thoughts on the page, your book, I remember we had a conversation earlier this year about it as well. Just allowing people to get your perspective of what happened on that day. How's it been for you?
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, as we have spoken about. Writing the book in itself was a big thing for me, and getting that out, my story out, the story of the brave actions of everyone in the TAU that day, and then also finally getting my name out there, my name returned to me, which wasn't allowed for so long through coroner's inquest suppression orders, but I finally got that back, and now I'm out there. I'm trying to speak with as many people as I can, which I have been doing. Also joined Resolute Ready, an organisation who helps people with PTSD, both from the military and emergency services. So, yeah, it's been quite a journey, and it's keeping me quite busy, which is good too.
I wanted to ask you about, your mental health, and if you're comfortable talking about that, your mental fitness, because we had a conversation earlier this week on this program, Ben, about people needing to be vulnerable, and I became vulnerable and spoke about a few mates of mine who sadly took their own lives, and I spoke about how I felt and all that sort of thing. And I know you've spoken about your struggles with PTSD and the importance of people needing to reach out to speak about their experiences. It's really important, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, it is. I was raised old school, typical bloke. You don't want to talk about your feelings, and yeah, I did suffer from PTSD, depression, anxiety, panic. So I struggled with all of it. Tried dealing with it all myself through the usual ways, drinking and thinking you can beat it yourself. But it got to a point in my life where I just realised that I was going backwards very quickly, and I couldn't get myself out of the hole that I was in. And a big part of me was to do that for my daughters. And once I realised that and faced up to it, I realised I can't do it by myself. And there's people who commit their entire lives and careers to helping people with mental health conditions, as in psychologists, psychiatrists, and everyone along those lines. And once you give in to your inhibitions and actually take it seriously, you can deal with it. And yeah, today, it's still always going to be a bit of a struggle, but it's one that I know I'm always going to keep on top of now, and
good on you,
there's
mate.
Assistance out there that's there.
Good on you, mate. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, and hopefully our conversation this morning, Ben, like we spoke earlier this week on air about me and the listeners sort of having a conversation, not being ashamed or embarrassed to pick up the phone and reach out to, say, for instance, Lifeline 13 11 14. Are you back working, Ben?
Yeah. I'm back working as a carpenter.
Good on you.
Yeah. And that's an important thing too. You need to obviously my big purpose and my higher purpose in life was the police force, which was very sad for me to leave that. But now I'm back working, and I'm enjoying doing that. So that's the important part.
Good on you.
Both recovery and ongoing. But yeah, I would say to all your listeners out there, there's people out there who can help you. Just got to drop your inhibitions and just make that first phone call, make that first appointment, do whatever you can, and you also consider everyone around you, your loved ones, because it's not just you. And once you make that decision, it can and will get better if you put your effort into it.
Mm. Well, Ben, we'll keep in touch, and I made that pledge to you earlier this year when we spoke on air, and just to make sure, one, you're doing okay, but two, to talk about the need for more and more people to be vulnerable, talk about their mental fitness, and if they are struggling, to reach out for help. Gee, it's good to hear you're doing well, mate. That's what I wanted to hear today, and thanks for joining us as always.
Of course, mate. I appreciate you having me on again. Thank you.
You're a good man. Thank you for your service as well to the people of New South Wales. Ben Besant, Lindt Cafe Siege Hero Police Officer. He certainly was.